Hey, what's up, everyone? I figured in light of the first contact day in the Star Trek universe, which of course, you know, in that particular case was April 5th, 2063, which was the day of contact between the humans and the Vulcans, which kind of started the idea of the United Federation of Planets. Well, in any case, uh, I figured in light of First Contact, celebrating its 25th anniversary this year, I'm like, where does the time go? Since I remember when it came out in 1996, I was like 9 years old when I saw it for the first time, and surprisingly, it still holds up rather well to this day. You wouldn't think it was something that was, filmed in the late 90s. And basically, the story, since it was a 30th anniversary film at the time celebrating 30 years of Star Trek, it involved yet another time travel story, but this time around it was uh, involving the Borg, who were trying to prevent first contact between the humans and Vulcans by assimilating Earth of the past. And basically, Picard, who was, for many fans who already know, was, became the Borg individual known as Locutus at the end of Star Trek Next Generation's third season cliffhanger burst of both worlds. And like 6 years after his assimilation, he has like a form of PTSD from his assimilation of from the Borg. And of course, him and the crew of the Enterprise should go back in time to prevent uh, to undo the damage that the Borg uh, did. And of course, you know, you'll it also introduces the Borg Queen. It's kind of like, how would you say, like in the case of aliens, which there was like uh you know the alien queen, which kind of in a sense was almost like the leader of the aliens. In a sense, it's almost like the Borg Queen is kind of like the collective consciousness, almost like in a sense the leader of the Borg. It's in itself, despite being an individual, so it's like Locutus was. And of course, it also introduces Zephyr Cochrane, who was the one in charge of who led the flight of the Phoenix, which of course in the Star Trek universe would create the moment in which first contact between the humans and Vulcans would happen. And of course, prior to what history may have believed of being this hero, the Zek from Kakarot, that timeline was kind of like a drunk, and initially build the Phoenix just for money. And of course, the film has like its hilarious moments, including a really funny scene with Deanna, getting drunk as a way of, fitting in it. And one thing I like about, First Contact, like compared to Generations, which was the first Star Trek film with the Next Generation cast, it kind of gives each of the cast members a little bit more to do, which I thought was pretty good. And the film has very good pacing. And of course, it also deals with Picard's post traumatic stress syndrome from the Borg, and kind of how you would say like his obsession with revenge almost kind of parallels to the story of Moby Dick, which Captain Ahab, is obsessed with hunting the white whale, but of course, you would wonder, would Picard become consumed with vengeance, or would he realize that his quest for revenge has kind of made him, how would you say, what's the word I could think of, very hot-headed, you know, and it's almost like it affects his well-being, and making him irrational. Yes, that's the right word. So I will say that even 25 years later, First Contact remains the best of the Next Generation cast films that they did, and of course amongst the even numbered films, it holds up pretty well, and it's really fun to watch. And also, what I like about it, it shows the best of humanity and what they have to offer. I guess when they come together and put aside their difference to work for a better future, and that's what I think. All right, everyone. Thanks again.